Hello everybody, welcome to Shyam's Storytime. My name is Shyamala and I am a passionate storyteller. Today we are going to continue the story of Pesamadanthai which we heard last time. In the last episode we saw that Vikramaditya and Patti got to know about the 10 gates that guarded Pesamadanthai. Now having known everything, they wanted to cross the gates and meet with Pesamadanthai, the princess of Vimapuri. So they took the two sons that this old woman had with her permission and they ventured towards the palace of Pesamadanthai. So they came to the first step. Vetala was under the command of King Vikramaditya now. So he commanded that Patti be changed into a small honeybee and he would travel with Vikramaditya wherever he went. So in the first gate, lots of food was offered to Vikramaditya. He ate as much as he wants and in his hand he also packed some. He took one banana, one lime fruit, he took one piece of sugar cane, he also took a piece of meat that was offered. So he packed everything in small bags in his waist and he came to the second gate. In the second gate there were a lot of puppets. They were trying to push King Vikramaditya out. He immediately pulled one of the sons of this old woman into that door. All the puppets pushed him and made fun of him. Vikramaditya quietly crossed this gate and reached the third. There were two great wrestlers. They were like Pushtika and Chanura. They were waiting to fight with somebody. Immediately, King Vikramaditya pushed the second son of the old woman into the arena. Both of them got very busy wrestling with this boy. Quietly, Vikramaditya crossed them and reached the fourth gate. You must remember, Patti and Vetala are with him. Vetala is, of course, invisible and Patti is in the form of a small honeybee. Vikramaditya came to the fourth gate. There was this jumping gorilla. Immediately, he picked up the banana that he packed from the first gate and he offered it to the gorilla and he waited. Nothing happened. Then Vikramaditya just pushed the gorilla a little bit. Then he realized that it was just a doll gorilla. It was not a real one. So he just walked past the fourth gate. The gorilla was kept there just to scare the person that enters. In the next gate, there was this hungry lion. Immediately, Vikramaditya took out the meat that he had brought and put it to the lion. The lion was sniffing at it and it must have been hungry for many days. It started to eat. While he was eating, Vikramaditya just sneaked through the other side, crossed that, went to the next gate, which was the sixth one, and it had a rogue elephant. Now Vikramaditya pulled out the big piece of sugar cane that he got and fed it to the elephant. The elephant was also hungry for a long time, started to nibble on it, and Vikramaditya just walked past this gate as well. Finally, now he reached the seventh gate. There are 4 more obstacles. In the seventh gate, he opened it. There was a big room. The room was full of one large well. The well had water in it. How would Vikramaditya cross this gate? Next to this well, he saw that there was a huge granite boulder. Vikramaditya pulled that boulder and dropped it into the well. The moment the boulder went down, there were 2 big planks that started to float on the water. It was prepared and kept like this on purpose. Vikramaditya happily walked on the plank, crossed the well, and went to the entrance of the next gate. When he opened that gate, there was a slushy canal. You can think of it like maybe quicksand with clayey soil. He walked through that. His feet were full of clay, but there was a palmyra leaf. Vikramaditya picked that palmyra leaf and cleaned all the clay from his feet. There were also 2 glasses filled with water. He poured a little bit of water on his feet and cleaned them completely, making sure that he leaves a little bit of water in the glass. He remembered what the old woman said. After that, came to the next gate, which was the 9th one. When he opened the gate, it was a huge hall which is fully made of crystal. So if you walk through it, you will slip and fall down. If you fall down, You have to accept defeat. Vikramaditya thought for a moment how to cross this hall. He was already barefoot. If he walks through this floor, he will fall down. He asked Vetala for its help. Can you give me some wax and fire? He said. Vetala immediately provided him with both. So King Vikramaditya melted the wax, applied it on his feet. They were like, wax shoes for him. So with that, he was able to walk through this crystal hall without getting slipped. He reached the 10th gate. This is the last gate. When Vikramaditya opened it, it was a dark hall. He remembered what the old woman had said. It is a 1,000-pillared hall, and he had to cross through this. It's like a maze. He has to find his way between the pillars, but not banging himself on any of the pillars. Then he looked at Patti. He was in the form of a honeybee, right? With Vetala's help, the honeybee started to fly above his head, making a buzzing noise. Vikramaditya followed the bee. And because Vetala was with him, he knew exactly where the pillars were, and through the pillars he maneuvered. Finally reached the end of the gate. Vikramaditya opened that, waiting to see Pesamadanthai princess. But he could not see that there was a huge cot. He once again remembered what the old woman had told him. In the cot, there is one side to keep the head, on the other side is the feet, and he has to recognize which is the head side of the cot. He picked up the lime fruit he got and placed it in the middle of the cot. It started to roll towards east. Vikramaditya identified that east is the place to keep the leg and other side is the head side of the cot. The moment he realized it, he wanted to see Pesamadanthai. He looked all around. Farther away, there was the door to Pesamadanthai's chambers. But just outside it, there were 100 maidens that were sleeping. They were all the maidens of Pesamadanthai. Now, Patti was a very mischievous person, Patti took his original form and he started to tie the braids of each of the maidens that were asleep. All the braids of the 100 maids were tied together. And then he pinched one of the maidens. That lady woke up, and then the moment she stood up, her braid was tied to the next person. She also got up and everybody was tangled. They started to scream. They understood that a new person has come in. He has crossed all the 10 gates and come in. Vikramaditya said, I want to see your princess Pesamadanthai. Can you please call her? All of them rushed inside the chambers of Pesamadanthai. Vikramaditya lay in wait, thinking that Pesamadanthai would come out and see him. Did he get to see Pesamadanthai? You have to wait for the next episode to know that. It's another interesting thing. Vikramaditya has to meet Pesamadanthai and make her speak 3 times at least, is it not? Only then he can get to marry her. So let's wait for the next episode. Did you all enjoy today's story? If you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shyam's Storytime. You will have access to all the stories that I upload. Every Saturday, you get to hear a story of King Vikramaditya in English. And on Sundays, you get to hear a Panchatantra tale in Tamil. All from the comfort of your mobile phone. Watch, listen, and enjoy all the stories. My name is Shyamala, and I am a passionate storyteller. I will meet you in the next episode. Bye-bye.